Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. Lessons for Life from Swami Jagdatmananji's inspiring book Learn to Live, Volume 2, Chapter 4. As we sow, so we reap. This episode of Errors of Omission and Commission teaches us to be sympathetic, kind and helpful to all those in distress. Errors of Omission and Commission. Edgar Cayce says that to ignore the suffering of others is also a form of sinful action, where sympathy is due. Withholding of sympathy is a sin of omission. To hurt the feelings of suffering men, to ridicule them, instead of offering help, is a sin of commission. Do you know what such sins lead to? Testimonies 1. A man who was born deaf had been deaf to the appeals of people for help and succor in his past birth. 2. A man who was suffering from tuberculosis of bones had in his past life hurt others with his harsh words of criticism. 3. A man who was suffering from acute asthma had in his past life trampled on the lives of others. He had never stopped to think that he would one day or the other have to face hardships or difficulties. He has to feed now on the fruit of his action in the previous life. 4. A boy of 11 years had been a chronic bedwetter since the age of 2. His parents had tried in vain to find an effective treatment to cure the ailment. Finally, when they consulted Cayce, the whole karmic background of the boy was revealed. In the age of the Puritans in France, he was a minister in the royal court. He derived pleasure from drowning suspected witches in a pond. As if it were a symbol in this life during night, he had to suffer the ignominy of lying in the pool of his own urine. The parents followed Cayce's suggestion and found gradual improvement in the boy's condition. When the boy was going to sleep at night, they said in his ears, "You're a good boy. You're good and kind. You're going to make many people happy. You're going to help everyone with whom you come in contact. You're good and kind." They gave this positive suggestion for a whole week. Then they reduced the frequency to once a week, then once a month. Finally, the boy recovered completely. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.